Illuminos by Doyle. One child held on to my left pinky finger everywhere we went. Never any other finger, and never the right pinky, but only the left pinky, and never my whole hand. My finger misses her hand this morning. It has been many years since she held my finger. To this day, sometimes in the morning when I dress, I stare at my left pinky and suddenly I'm in the playground or on the beach or in the thrumming crowd, and there is one person weighing 40 pounds holding on to my left pinky so tightly that I am tacking slightly to port. I miss tracking slightly to port. Another child held onto my left trouser leg most of the time, but he would, if he deemed it necessary, hold either of my hands, and one time both of my hands, when we were shuffling in the surf, and the water was up to my knees but up to his waist, and I walked along towing him like a small grinning chortling dinghy all the way from the sea cave where we thought there might be sea lions sleeping off a salmon bender to the tide pools where you could find starfish and crabs and anemones and mussels the size of your shoes. The third child held hands happily all the time. Either hand, any hand, my hands, his mother's hands, his brother's hands, his sister's hands, his friends, aunts and uncles and cousins and grandparents and teachers, dogs and trees, neighbors and bushes. He would hold hands with any living creature whatsoever without the slightest trepidation or self consciousness. And to this day, I admire that boy's open, genuine, eager, unadorned verve. He once held hands with his best friend during an entire soccer game when they were 5 years old, the two of them running in tandem, or one starting in one direction unbeknownst to the other, and down they both went, giggling in the sprawl of the grass. It seems to me that angels and bodhisattvas are everywhere available for consultation if only we can see them clear. They are unadorned and joyous and patient and radiant and luminous and not disguised or hidden or filtered in any way whatsoever. So that if you see them clearly, which happens occasionally even to the most blinkered or frightened of us, you realize immediately who they are, beings of great and humble illumination, dressed in the skins of new and dewy beings, dressed in the skins of new and dewy beings, and you realize with a catch in your throat that they are your teachers and they are agents of unimaginable love, and they are your cousins and companions in awe, and they are miracles and prayers and songs of inexplicable beauty, whom no one can explain and no one own or claim or trammel, and that simply to perceive them is to be blessed beyond the reach of language, and that simply to perceive them is to be blessed beyond the reach of language, and that to be the one appointed to tow them along a beach or a crowd, and that to be the one appointed to tow them along a beach or a crowd or home through the brilliant morning from the muddy hilarious PV soccer game is to be graced beyond measure or understanding, which is what I was and I am and I will be until the day I die and change form from this one to another in ways miraculous and mysterious, never to be plumbed by the mind or measures of man.